Revelation chapter 12 is the start of a saga that will last until the end of Revelation. So hold on to your hats, buckle up, and get ready because it's time for The Dragon and the Woman. Hello and welcome to the Rooted Together podcast, a podcast which aims to root you in Christ through His Word together. I'm your host, Charles, and today we are in Revelation 12, and like I said, beginning what becomes a continuous story that ends in chapter 22, the end of the book. So in Revelation chapter 12, we begin this story with we have a dragon in heaven and a woman who is pregnant. And we know through, as we read the story, that's Mary. She gives birth to Jesus. But we want to, and this is also part of Revelation that causes people to sort of scratch their heads and start to look at, like, who is the dragon? Well, we know who the dragon is, but where does this fit into history, and where does it fit into all these charts? Well, I would just kindly encourage you to throw out the charts, because I don't think John was writing in a way that required charts to understand what's going on here. I think he was giving a real message to a real people in real time, and it has a real message and a real meaning for people in our time as well. And I want to give you the main idea here, which is that God will thwart every plan and action of the devil. God will win. The church must hold on. And that is the main idea as we climb throughout Revelation chapter 12, the story of this dragon pursuing this pregnant lady who gives birth. And we see in chapter 12, verse 11, we're going to have one of our highlights here. We're going to focus on that. That's sort of one of the most important verses here. And it says this: they conquered him by the blood of the Lamb. This is the dragon, who, by the way, is pursuing the woman and is eventually cast out of heaven. He chases her on earth. The child goes up to heaven. The dragon's in heaven. He's thrown down. And then you get to verse 11. It says, they conquered him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. That is the saints. For they did not love their lives to the point of death. So throughout the saga of the dragon, the woman and the woman. So every plan of the devil, of the dragon, is thwarted. He wants to kill the son. He fails. He wants to destroy the woman. He fails. He breathes out water. The earth just drains it. He goes up in heaven to make war. He's thrown down. And so every time he tries to do something, God thwarts his plans because God will win. So to the church, hold on. We do have a real enemy. So we have this celebration in heaven. What is our victory over this enemy? It's not by our power and our strength or anything we can do, but it is by the blood of the Lamb. The dragon is conquered by the blood of the Lamb. Evil is conquered by Jesus' blood and by the testimony of Christ through our lives. So Jesus' blood defeats the dragon, and so do the testimonies of those who suffer for Christ. Now, we may look at the world and we might wonder, where is God, right? We see these, we don't see a dragon, but we do see evil everywhere. And we go, where is God? Well, in this chapter, we see him behind every thwarted plan. We see him delivering people from the deceiver. We see that God will win. Even the attacks on his people are temporary. The dragon really did pursue the woman and caused problems. Now, is this a metaphoric dragon? Probably, in the sense that it's in the context. John is giving us real spiritual realities in the context of this story. And it's going to become important in chapter 13 and 14 and 15 as we get really into the beast and all these things. We don't get lost in the imagery, but the imagery serves as a vehicle for the story, which is the true story of the enemy attacking God's people, God delivering his people, and God winning. So to the church, hold on. His people, the attacks are temporary and a part of God's redemptive plan for the world. So hang in there, church. God will thwart every plan of the devil. He will win. Well, thank you for joining me in Revelation chapter 12, and I look forward to joining you in Revelation chapter 13 next time. I'll see you there.